relatively under control from our side. No, not having many problems to defend Polokwane, with a lot of control in their half, but probably not making the best decisions in the last 30 meters, so we couldn't capitalize that control of the game. And a totally different second half. Started with a slow tempo, with a lot of interruptions, accidents, doctors and physios coming in so many times in the beginning of the second. And funny enough, in that ecosystem, we managed to score, to get the lead, and from there I think we get more control of the situation. 2 goals in the last stages of the game help us to complete a good week if we count this game and the last 2 together. 3 games at home. It's so difficult to win even 2 games in a row in your own home, statistically. So do it 3 times in a short space of time against 3 very difficult opponents. I think is the first time that we, as a Pirates, we collect two victories in a row in the league, in the beginning of the league, since 2016, I think. So we have to be happy with the performances, with what we collect in this week, because now we're gonna have a little bit more of time to rest and prepare the next one. But the last 8 days were tough.
Now open for questions from the floor. As known by a show of hands, are there any questions? We'll take the first 3 questions, starting with Selma. And then we'll take us on the next 2. Noted. And noted.
Congratulations on the win, coach. A 1-0 scoreline that turned 3-0 within the last few minutes. I mean, that must be pleasing for any coach to be able to win convincingly from the bench. Makgopa gave that to the squad, but your conversation with him after such a long time, then he goes in and gives you 2 goals. What do you make of his performance within that short period of time?
I'm happy with and they know, with the contribution from the bench. One more time, it was crucial in Botswana, was crucial against Chip as well, to come back after they score. It was crucial in the second game against Jwaneng, and today was exceptionally good. Like everybody who is not in the start 11, it's difficult, but the people who's coming from the bench, they are showing that they are ready to die for the team, even if they get a minute, and that's a very good news for all of us. And people is there waiting for their opportunities, and I think evidence, same as Karim, CBC, everyone involved, they perform in the level that we need in those certain moments of the game, because there's many days that, as much as you dominate and you control, you can find yourself in the last stages of the match 0-0, or with the game not clearly done, and the contribution from the players coming 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes in modern football are extremely important.
Coach, from Open Radio. When checking the stats post-game of the match today, we see that Polokwane City didn't take any shot at goal or on target. What threat does that pose to the way that you want your team to play when playing teams in the PSL?
What it means for me?
When teams come and play against your team,
yeah,
and you can see that they're coming with a low block, that they're not really interested in wanting to go score. How then does that affect how you want your team to play?
Obviously, I mean, football it's a game played for two teams, and both game plans are playing the game together. So we want to always take the initiative no matter what the opponent propose. We want to be a proactive team all the time. And then there's tactical adjustments during the game according with the proposal of the opponent. The opponent, same as us, when we are on the ball, the opponent will deny us some certain spaces and they will allow us to go to some certain spaces. And then the other type of spaces, the ones that we are going to create due to our game plan, and it's the same in the other direction. So without trying to sound too smart, what I can tell you is that we need to adapt ourselves to the circumstances, but our intention is always that the opponent will adapt themselves to what we want to do. Sometimes takes time, like today, because I think we have a first half with a lot of control, with many opportunities to find that last pass close to the box to put us in advantage in front of the keeper or in 1v1s inside the box. A couple of wrong decisions, but I think we were creating that fatigue in the opponent, to defend constantly, that gave us more space in the second half to finalize the job. So we play 90 minutes for a reason, and every minute counts. It's not only that, we scored 2 goals in the last minutes, but it's due to all the things that we were doing during the other 85 or 80 minutes.
Next question.
Coach, so this times, it's 9 games now, 7 wins, 2 draws. Just how much confidence is now and morale, how high is the morale in the squad now after such an impressive start to the season? And then secondly, last season when you guys struggled to get 3 points against teams that were bottom half of the table, a lot of criticism came against you playing, maybe 2 defensive midfielders. But today we saw a 10 playing in a position where you play Makgopa out them. Is that something that you maybe, I wouldn't say learned, but tweaking now this season, going against a team that's not going to go toe-to-toe with you guys?
Well, first of all, the concept of defensive midfielder for me is not in my planet. I mean, every midfielder is defensive when we have to defend and we don't have the ball. Okay, but I understand what you are saying. I think it's more about the conditions and the profiles of the players who are on the field. And what we try to do all the time is to be a team that is balancing every phase of the game. It's easy to have the temptation when you manage a squad like our squad to just put everything put your hopes only in the talent and the capacity to play forward and the technical skills and stuff, but you need that balance as well. Sometimes you need to control the game with the possession like we did today in the first half, probably due to the profile of the players that we have on the field. And there are games that you cannot control within the possession, so you need something different. So what I'm trying to say is that the Star 11 always is always related with the game plan, with our intention on the game, and sometimes we need different type of profiles. Luckily enough, we have the possibility most of the times, not always, to choose the right ones, and in the end, the most important is that we can compete. And I think there's an evolution in the team also to understand better what the game is asking. And today was one more proof. And there, like I said, there's a moment for, I think the contribution of Talent and KB was exceptional today. But then when Makgopa came in, he put his part also to control the game, to give us the possibility to control the spaces in front of Olisa and Pepe, to have more capacity to steal the ball and run in transitions when we are leading. So Again, good contribution from the bench, and obviously the performances and the numbers that we are providing right now, it's helpful for all of us to confirm that we are working in the right way. But for someone who didn't watch our games recently or is checking the phone tonight and they can see that Pirates won at home 3-0, probably they will think that it was an easy game and these guys are playing fantastic and we're gonna win everything this season and etc. And we know how difficult it is, how much we need to continue working, to be humble, to understand that the victories are coming because we are working so hard, and the moment that we don't put the attention there, we're not gonna find ourselves in this space. So it's time to keep our feet on the ground, to keep looking forward, looking to the horizon. We know where we want to go, but at the same time we know that week after week is going to be more and more and more difficult.
Take the final 3 questions, starting with you.
Thanks, Tim. Congratulations on another victory and another
Thank you.
leadership coach. I was just checking, I think CAF has delayed the kickoff of the group stages by a month, so it's no longer going to be between October and December now. So in terms of your planning, does that allow you at least to have a full goal before the long travels in the league program, and also in the latest Bafana prelims that has been released, Tabiso Sesane is in the team. But I would like to know more, Coach, in terms of your philosophy on how do you do this? Because we've seen most of these boys that you introduce and then they get the attention of the national team, and most of them, they would have waited even sitting with us on the stands, but once they start to play, they make this impression. What more goes into your preparation of those players?
To the first question, I cannot give you an answer because it's the first news I have. So first I need to know that what you are saying is like that. Sorry. Anyway, the answer is, even if I know, the answer is going to be the same. We are not in control of those things. The only thing that we can do, like I said many times, is to plan as good as possible, depending on the circumstances. Is part of is an important percentage to succeed when you manage one squad. So we will do it in the best of our capacity one more time. And the second is more your reflection than a question itself. I don't know how to answer. I think it's good news anytime that there's a Pirates player in the list of whichever national team, in this case Bafana. I don't even know. You're telling me the news right now. I don't even know who is there. I was quite busy there outside today. But happiness for the boys. I think if Coach Hugo is putting the icing in our boys, we are happy, and it's because they are performing well and good enough to get that responsibility, because it's a big one to play for your country, play for Bafana. So it's something that makes us feel very proud. And again, hopefully in the future, little by little, we getting more space there.
Mandela and Brian, final question.
Coach, mine is just out of the stands. Just to put a light on, Coach, the colors of Orlando Pirates and the colors of the Beltway Premiership are the same.
Black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just throwing forward, Coach. It's a new trophy. You're doing quite well. Surely, as they chant your name.
I know where you're going.
Exactly.
I know where you're going, but we played 2 games.
I know, Coach.
We played 2 games. We are so happy to collect the maximum points in these 2 games. But right now, our full attention, trust me, is already in Richards Bay, is in recovery tonight, is traveling to Durban to group again and make sure that if I'm not wrong, you can correct me, but I think we played 3 times against Richards Bay the last season. We got eliminated in the Carling Cup. We drew 0-0 in Durban, and we lost the game here in Orlando. So it goes without saying that it's going to be a very tough game, and if we want to collect the maximum there, we need to focus only on that one, okay?
Final question first. Sir.
One more.
Question.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
For another good performance today. Prime of weekend for the SABC next team. Coach, you already mentioned the fact that you've got a very good squad. There's massive competition in the squad. Let's talk, how do you keep these players level-headed now that they're achieving so much? The fact that they've done so well at the start of the season when some teams have faltered, Pirates have come up and done very well. You managed to get the monkey off the back with the win against Running Galaxy home and away. You're in the 3rd season in South Africa now. How do you keep that team intact and keep them knowing what the big prize is as a team? And how do you also keep the competition healthy within the squad so that everybody who comes in raises their hands and really delivers for the team?
Well, it's not one thing. I think it's in the end the key in our job is to create and it's difficult. It's very difficult. Is to create the right culture in the group, in the team. Meaning everything counts. It's not only what you see during 90 minutes. Every time you have the opportunity to come to the stadium is much more. That's where we spend the most of the time, in trying to find a way to create the winning culture, the culture where, how can I say, like, we don't get over emotional about what we are doing, and we keep our feet on the ground, and we understand the responsibility of representing this brand, and we appreciate how much the fans are behind us right now, and that's giving us a clear picture of the place where we are, and all of the things that we are ourselves as a group, and also some of the individuals that are part of the group in a space that we were never been before. So it's a learning process, like you said now, Sesane going to the national team, hopefully, because I guess it's the preliminary list. Well, it's a new opportunity for one more player to be surrounded of experienced players, to get that experience in the continent, and we get benefit of all of these things that are happening, like going to the group stage, having the opportunity to challenge the best teams in the continent. All of those things together are the key to keep the group ambitious, to keep the group humble, and to keep the group still wanting to be something in football. It's important, the amount of players that we have, young players with ambition, players that still wants to make their own history in this business.
Now, that is the conclusion of our press conference. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.